Welcome to Science Unveiled, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of science. Today, we're tackling a provocative question. Are humans lab-grown? We'll explore the intriguing idea that advanced beings might have engineered us and examine scientific proofs and inaccuracies in Charles Darwin's theory of evolution. Let's dive in. First, let's clarify what we mean by lab-grown humans. In the context of today's discussion, we aren't talking about humans grown entirely in a lab, but rather the idea that advanced beings might have played a role in our creation by engineering our DNA. Scientists have made remarkable progress in growing tissues and even small organs using stem cells. For example, researchers have successfully grown mini-brains, heart tissue, and even retinal cells in the lab. These breakthroughs are incredibly important for medical research and potential future treatments. Now, let's explore the idea that our DNA might be a sophisticated form of information software designed by advanced beings. DNA is an incredibly complex molecule that carries the genetic instructions for the development, functioning, growth, and reproduction of all known organisms. The structure of DNA is like a code, with sequences of nucleotides representing information, much like binary code in computers. Some theories suggest that this genetic code could have been designed by advanced beings who possessed knowledge and technology far beyond our own. DNA sequencing has revealed astonishing complexity. The human genome consists of about 3 billion base pairs, and understanding how these pairs interact and function is like decoding an incredibly intricate software program. Each gene can be thought of as a set of instructions for building proteins, the building blocks of life. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. Researchers have discovered that only about 1.5% of our DNA codes for proteins. The rest, often referred to as junk DNA, was initially thought to be useless. However, recent studies have shown that much of this so-called junk DNA plays crucial roles in regulating gene expression and other cellular functions. This brings us to the field of epigenetics. Epigenetics studies how gene expression is regulated by factors other than changes in the DNA sequence itself. It's like having a software program where not only the code matters, but also how the code is read and executed. Environmental factors, lifestyle, and even stress can affect epigenetic markers, which in turn influence how genes are expressed. Another mysterious aspect of DNA is its repair mechanisms. DNA is constantly subjected to damage from various sources, including UV radiation and chemical exposure. Yet, cells have sophisticated repair systems to fix these damages. It's almost as if there's an inbuilt maintenance system in our genetic software, ensuring the integrity of our genetic code. Switching gears, let's talk about Charles Darwin's theory of evolution. Published in 1859, On the Origin of Species introduced the idea that species evolve over time through natural selection. This theory has been a cornerstone of biology, but it's also faced scrutiny and undergone revisions with new scientific discoveries. Darwin's theory proposed that all life shares common ancestry and that species evolve through gradual changes. While the core principles of natural selection and common descent remain widely accepted, there are some inaccuracies and gaps that modern science has addressed. For instance, Darwin didn't fully understand the mechanism of inheritance. The discovery of DNA and the field of genetics filled in these gaps, providing a molecular basis for how traits are passed down and how mutations can lead to evolution. Another area where Darwin's theory has been refined is in the understanding of evolutionary timescales. While Darwin believed in gradual changes, we now know that evolution can also occur in rapid bursts, a concept known as punctuated equilibrium. This was proposed by paleontologists Niles Eldredge and Stephen Jay Gould in 1972. Fossil records have provided a wealth of evidence for evolution, showing transitions between species. However, there are still gaps and missing links that scientists continue to investigate. Modern techniques like genetic analysis and radiometric dating have helped fill in some of these gaps. So, are humans lab-grown? If we consider the idea that advanced beings might have engineered our DNA, it's a fascinating possibility that blurs the lines between science and science fiction. While we don't have concrete evidence to support this theory, It opens up intriguing questions about our origins. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the fascinating world of human evolution and biotechnology. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more exciting science content. Until next time, stay curious.